Hi everyone. Welcome to 16th day of 30 days of React, and we have successfully crossed 50% of it, and now we are in the 16th day. And here we have Akhil, and he's also an awesome developer, and I guess he's the first guy in the whole live stream series. And I'll just leave him to explain about himself. Just give a small introduction, and let's go on.
Hi everyone, I'm Akhil. I'm a computer science student in my sophomore year, and I love working with React. And today I think it's a great topic to start off our second half of the 30-day journey. And let's get started.
Cool. Should we directly jump into React, or do you want to talk anything further? Like we are doing something about what do you call this? So what idea shall we use? So we are talking about routers today.
Yeah,
So go on.
I
What
think we should
exact?
uh, uh, just to explain the basic concept of React Router,
Go
we
on.
should create a multiple page application, maybe a simple navbar and a couple of pages like home, about, and
Okay. Then I'll just go ahead and start sharing screen. You go ahead and explain what React Router is, what React Router DOM is, and then boom. So can anyone confirm that you are able to see my screen? Vinayak, it's a live session right now. Hey Ruben, hey Jivtesh, hey Ponmani Venkat, hi everyone. Go on.
so React Router is a React library which is used for routing, and we can create multiple routes for every page and set a component for every page. So when that path is run in the URL, it will load that component for that specific page.
Cool. We'll start something very simple with
Yeah,
the list of JSON data or kind of thing, and then we'll based on the JSON data we can show something out. Right? Is that
yeah,
okay?
yeah. That sounds
Cool.
perfect.
So I would also give a shout out to my own GitHub repository again. So it's gonna help me every time. So it's Bootstrap React helpers, and I'm gonna use this headers with links maybe. So there are like the pages are here. So okay, this is something some nice. So this is going to be the link to and other things. So I'm just gonna use this one, and this already has the React router DOM as well. So
Yeah.
I'll use this one. So what I'm going to do now is let's try adding the dependency of React router DOM, and boom. So the first thing what I would generally do is your app. This is the main guy, right? So before that, I'm just going to create a components folder, put app inside that. Then I'll also add the header.js and add it over here. Then this is going to fail anyway. So let's create another folder, styles. And let's open the index. This is going to come from components and import styles.css. So now I would also like Bootstrap as a dependency. So Bootstrap CD, and I'll just use the CSS alone, which is very easy. So if you go to the external resources in this one, I can add Bootstrap CSS. So since we have messed up a lot, it doesn't support auto. Styles/styles.css. Okay, it is not there in the app. All right. Let's go into this, get rid of this one. So we've got our Bootstrap based React application ready. So let's go with the header. I don't think it works. So I do have this header installed here. So we have header.js. So let me try once again. Header. No, it didn't work. Okay, so let me import it manually.
Import it.
Boom. How many of you want a dark header and how many of you want a light header? I'm asking this question every day. Hey Devraj. Hey, Devraj is an awesome designer. So I love to have him once in the session as well. Hi. Okay, not many chats so far. So let's go on. So this header, let's go with the dark layout, true. And so we'll just put 30 days of React and get the same kind of like, the list of all these values, like whatever we have got so far, and we'll try to use that. That would be cool. And oh, unfortunately, I don't have the images here, but let's see what we can do with this. I believe at least I've got like 15 days of data in this, so maybe I can try with that. Right. So let me try to find the contents. So I need to create a constant here, or else should we just do something very simple in that
I think we
case?
should go for simple. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let me create a constant then. What would be the best idea of pages? So everyone in the chat, please, you two say, give us some ideas. So I need to have a data.json. So I'll just get this up imported from it. Okay, it's unexpected end of JSON input. Okay, fine. There you go. So I want something like a list of something. Maybe we can take this in a better way tomorrow, but today we will just do it a small thing, or else maybe we can have some couple of pages, like you said, right? Page.
Yeah. A few simple.
So home, then we'll have sorry,
events page maybe.
Sorry,
Events page.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's go that way. So title. Okay, so let's have an events page. Anything else? So we'll ask the people in the chat as well. Home about. Yeah, yes, Vinayak, we thought about having the list of episodes, but I thought it will be a lot hectic today because we want to fix it up within a few minutes of time. I am just sacrificing my lunch break for this. So, okay. Like about contact. So this is not for like something, I mean, this is not the right use of it, but let's go ahead with this. So we are going to show some content of these things so that we can also, and we can do something like content. Okay, so this is, so we need to find something like welcome to homepage. So let's go. Okay. What would be a best website to go take some content from that? Let me just take it from mine. Come on. Okay, so this is going to be the homepage content. Then we've got events. So let's add these things for the events, and for the contact, maybe the third one. Oh, let's use the about for this one. And for the contact, we do have a contact page. So I'll just add this. Okay, cool. So we have got the data which has the page and stuff like that. So we also need to have the slug, or like we'll just use it this way. So this is the slug as well. The title as well as the page name can be this one, right? So let's see if this thing actually works here. So I'm going to do a pre-tag and try to give some class names. Say border, rounded, BG light, P2, maybe P3, something. And maybe M3, M4. Okay. So if I put JSON.string, this is my preferred way of doing things, like checking what is there inside this. Okay. Now the problem here is the style tag. So let's get rid of the styles. Okay, cool. We have got all these pages, which is great. Now, the first thing that we want to do, I guess we are doing something super crazy here, but it's all right. It's going to be interesting. So the first thing that we are going to do is we need to add all these pages to this one. So how are we going to get the pages? We can try to map these things into an array, and then we can get the title of this. So if I do data.map d, give me d.title. So this is going to give me all these, all these names. So this is what we need. So I'm just going to copy this part. And now, how does the header expect the title? That's exactly what I wanted to see. So pages is a list of items. So it needs a path and it needs a name. So path can be with, okay, I guess I can do something. So what I will do is, so it's going to be a path and name, right? So let's open this path. It's going to be with a slash, and then the name is going to be d.title. So we got this particular array, and we can send this totally to our object, the header. So we have pages here, and I'm just going to put this here. Oh, okay. So pages, element type is invalid, expected as string. Okay. So this one, it requires the link as well, but we did add the link, right? I know what is happening. So I have to get rid of this link. Okay, invariant fail, you should not use link outside a router. Oh, okay. The first thing what we need to do is we need to cover the whole application into a router. So if we do import something from React router DOM, this is the first thing that you need to do. So the first one which I'm going to do is browser router as router, because router is smaller than browser router. So I'll just use router. I guess we already are making it complex by getting it from, what do you call this? Okay, so we have got it actually. We almost have got it. So this might take some time. So home, events, about, and contact. So if I click on home, it's going to show /home, events, about, and contact. The good part about using this React router is it will not, it doesn't reload the page. It is going to be in the single page mode. And Akhil, back me up.
It's because of the link. The link, if you use the anchor tag, it would have to reload every page every time we click on it. But the link helps us not to refresh. So it's much faster.
And inside this part, we are going to use the routes. So really what we are going to do is, first thing is, I want to have a route. And this route will be displayed when it has the exact path. So I'm going to use this way. So now with this one, what I wanted to display is, I need to display a component, and I'm just going to create a small dummy component here, or else, yeah, I guess I will create a small dummy component. So const welcome equal to, so this is a component, and I'll just use the component here so that it doesn't, boom. So now it's going to retranspile everything. Okay, there is nothing coming in, and I'll just put a heading 1, and I'm just going to put welcome to my page. Okay, cool. So we got this one. So this is going to be displayed for everything because we have given path as slash. So this is not a right way to do. I'll tell you why in a few seconds. But before that, let's try to fill up something here. So let's give, this is the welcome page, right? So I'll just go with the normal ones. Welcome to the React pages. Please use the above links to change something like this. Cool. Now we have got our welcome component here. Now we need to also do the other components. So we already saw this is one way of doing things. So what we can do is we need one for our pages. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another thing, const page. This might take some data like title and content. or let's try to find out what exactly we have got here in our data.json. Yeah, title and content. This is perfect. So let me quickly check out the live chat. Yeah, I know I'm too late for lunch. Hey Shivani, hey Riti. Nice to meet everyone. Okay, cool. So this doesn't look really good. So I'm just gonna add some container and stuff. So I'm gonna use a new window here. Let's make change language mode JSR. So I want a container. Inside the container, I want to use a row, and I'll use call 12. Maybe empty 3 here. That might help us. So, and inside that we will add the routes. Cool. That's responsive as well now. Okay, now this is the route path, and then I need, if the page is something, for example, I'm going to use the same thing again with a page ID. And here I want to use the render props here so that I can get the title and content from the page as well. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to do render, and not, I'll be getting the render props here, and I'll create the page component here with the content of the page. So for example, I just need title and content here. So title is gonna be, say, let's say hello. For now, I'll just put hello, and content is gonna be hello as well. Okay. So why the reason is, like, I'm gonna do the same thing what I did in the welcome component, but the only difference here will be it's going to be coming from the props. So let's add title and let's add content. Okay, cool. Now let's see what is happening. So now this is something which we are looking at. Like, look at this. Everything shows hello, hello. And also this welcome to my page keeps displayed everywhere, every time. Also, we have an option to give a 2 here. So let me put 2. Let's give a slash. And if you go back, it's going to go to the home page. But still, only in the home page this should be displaying. Home should show home page, events, and other pages. But this should not be having this particular link. So we need to give something called as exact. So the moment we give exact equal to true, if you go to the events page, the first thing that we saw is gone. This welcome to my page will not come in again. Right. Any questions so far? Oh, there are 2 ways we can fix this. One is through using switch. One is by using exact. And even when you're using switch, the order matters. Hey, Devraj is here. Hey, Devraj. Right. So let's go ahead and try to do something with the render props. So when you go to the render props, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try putting this whole thing inside a return statement, because I might need to do something with the render props. So if I do, let me console log render props dot params, okay, match dot params dot page ID, you can see what is going to happen here. So if I click on home, I'm getting just home here. If I click on events, I'm getting events here. So this is the thing which I can, like from the data, I can get the contents from this. So what I'm going to do is I'll do const content, or like const page. I guess page is not the right thing. Page content is going to be data dot find, because I need to find one particular data from the list of array elements. So I'll use small data here, and data dot title will be the same as this page ID. So let me cut this out and add it here. So this is going to be the page content. And for the title, I'm just going to do page content dot title, and here it's going to be page content dot content. Boom. I guess that would have worked, and that works. Let's give a class name empty2 or maybe empty4. There you go. So if I try to open this here, so the moment I open it as events, I'm able to open the events page directly. So here it is about, here it is events. I can also see that this is already selected, home. And then if I go back, I get welcome to my page. Cool. Okay, so now coming back to the switch part. So what happens is, so we saw here that if I am not using, if I'm just using the route path here, Akhil, would you like to explain it for the switch?
So in switch, any one of the routes will be working at one time, right? Multiple pages can't run at the same time if we use switch. But the problem
that is
the order is very important. So
exactly. So if I do this way, I'm getting both the things. I click here, I'm getting only one. I get both the things. Now I don't want both of them to be coming here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take switch from here, and if I try to add a switch component here and try to get these routes inside, now I would be getting only one, irrespective of which page, because the /home is also going to match the slash. This is something like Control F and getting the content here if this thing is matching this. So what we can do is we can just switch the order of this. Boom. You don't need the exact. There is no exact here in the route path. And if I click on anything, it's going to show up with one single thing.
Yeah.
So that's our quick way of like, so all you need to do is number one, install React Router DOM and wrap your app in the router, which is taken from the browser router. Then third one will be like use route with the path as the selector for each pages. Then either you can do component rendering or you can use a render props, because this will give you a lot more flexibility as you can send out more props to here. So that's exactly the reasons why we are using render instead of component. So what do you think? How was it? And let's go with any questions. Okay, cool. Hey, Abhinav. So great. We saw about switch. We saw about other things as well. Vinayak has this question, but then what's the difference between components on one page directly or use root without switch? Do you want to explain, Akhil?
I don't understand the question. What's the point of using switch?
Adding multiple components on one page directly or using route without switch. Okay, the question, what exactly we are using right now is, no. See, this is, again, Vinayak, I guess your question is confusing. I believe I used all the, okay, why would you not use switch? There's no particular reason. For example, sometimes I would like multiple routes, multiple components with the routes. Okay, now I understand. Right. So there are a couple of places where you will not use switch, because let's take a particular component that is an admin component, and we need a couple of things that needs to be displayed. Like for example, if it is like admin pages, we need another set of things that needs to be displayed, and we are using the route to display it. So at that point of time, the whole thing needs to pick up two things. One, this route, and the second one was the page route. So at that point of time, when you use switch will only pick up only one. So that's one of the main reasons that I would see. That's a better use case, I would say. Like we won't be needing switch there. Hey Konaki. So yeah, that's the questions. Okay. So using router faster than non-React pages to fetch and inject content to the HTML page. So this particular router is for React. You want to take it up, Akhil?
Yeah. Using React router will always be faster because of the link feature. So there's no refreshing because of the link, which will increase the performance.
Okay. Right, and it was like a quick and simple one that we did, and I hope everyone enjoyed it. Like everyone found it useful. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And Akhil, would you like to say something more? Oh, okay. Redux. Almost all the companies are using Redux now. It is worth learning because context API is right now in the rise. There are companies that are already using Redux a lot. So I believe Redux is good. So go ahead. It is needed at the moment. So don't forget. We might be able to. I mean, like there are possibilities that you might need to support the legacy missions, legacy systems. And when I say legacy, even a month-old React app is also a legacy app. So yes, Redux is important.
I think in bigger applications, Redux is a must.
Yeah, agreed. So when and moreover, people are moving towards context. Unless and until you are creating a new greenfield project, I don't think you will be requiring Redux. So only in the older applications, most probably you will be using Redux. Cool. That was nice today. So anything else, Akhil?
No, I think that's about it.
Cool then. So it was nice meeting you all, and we'll be like there in this live chat for another few more minutes, and feel free to give your questions. And if you want to get connected with Akhil, there is the link is down there in the description. Go ahead, spam him with LinkedIn requests, and thanks a lot for coming in, and see you. Bye,
Bye-bye.
folks.